Today, I visited 23 different Disney World resort lobbies, and I am on a mission to see which ones are good and which ones are bad. At the end, I will give you my definitive ranking so we could see how these match up with each other. But first, let's start heading to these resorts. Starting with Fort Wilderness, opened in 1971, making this one of the oldest resorts next to Polynesian and Contemporary. It is also not a resort, it's a campsite, but technically they have resort in the title, so I have to review it by law. This tiny check-in lobby is by far the most weakest entry on this list, with no gift shop, no restaurant, literally no space whatsoever, but I'm sure the next ones will. This was the first time that I have ever seen the Animal Kingdom Lodge at the main gate, and actually never seen any photos of it either. So I was definitely shocked by how good this lobby was. It definitely holds a greater aura of authenticity compared to the rest of the resorts. At the end of the lobby is a massive window looking out into the safari that you could take the stairs down to and see all the animals roaming around. It holds so many African artifacts, it essentially makes this lobby almost like a museum. The checkout counter is one of the most sleekest I've seen, and the way the building barrels down multiple floors in the same lobby is one of the most unique designs I have seen in any resort. This resort is definitely going into S tier. The Caribbean Beach Resort is one of the resorts that could be visited via Skyliner, and it is themed to the tropical islands. I took a long walk to this lobby because I didn't realize that it was that far from the Skyliner, but once I got to the lobby, I was actually impressed. Although this is a moderate resort, this is not a moderate lobby. This blew me away because I wasn't super impressed with the rest of the resort, but it looked like they put a lot of intention into the lobby.
I wasn't always a fan of the Caribbean resort, but after coming inside the lobby, I would say I was wrong. Maybe I was a little too harsh on it based off of the resort itself.
This lobby lives up to its name. It is grand, one of the big three resorts around the Magic Kingdom, and more notably as the flagship resort. This Victorian style layout of a lobby is as impressive as it's fancy. With the massive chandeliers, dim lighting, and golden white tones, they even have a piano player on the floor to set the atmosphere up. The grand lobby will be ranked high, and I'm looking forward to see where it lands with my ranking. The Riviera is a good looking resort lobby. It is very impressive, and I like how one of the new Disney resorts separate their status from the old resorts by showcasing how well they can look with these new lobbies. Slick and clean, although not massive, it keeps a nice elegant modernism to it. With a window overlooking the back, this is a terrific lobby and it caught me by surprise. Good for Riviera. Besides the horses from multiple Disney movies being showcased in the lobby in such a stylized way was cool, I have nothing really much to say about this resort. I think unfortunately it's a little bland. It's too quiet, like there's no music, and overall it's too serious. It feels like a courtroom. I'm sure the design team thought the same way, and that's why they added the tangled horse there for some comedic relief, but unfortunately it is not enough. The Beach Club Resort lobby is nice. I have not much to say about it. It's not my favorite, but it's definitely not my worst. It is very well in the middle in the grand scheme of Disney lobbies, and it was interesting to visit on this one. Yeah, that's it. Good resort. Moving on. The Yacht Club Resort lobby is beautiful and spacious, and it is also very similar to the Beach Club, so I also don't have much to say about it. It has a lot of character to it. I do like the nautical theme it was going for. I just don't really have much to say about it. It is a good resort lobby. Moving on. This lobby is very plain. It is not super interesting. They do have some memorabilia, but besides that, it is just very simple and not much going on. I wish I could say more, but that's all I got. This resort was a frustrating one. I see what they were going for, but the execution of this lobby was disappointing to say the least. It is definitely better than Fort Wilderness, but that's not really saying much. It is extremely boring, very dull, no features, and awfully small. It was not a good lobby, and what makes it worse, it's a deluxe resort slash vacation club, so I was expecting a little more spunk. Bad old Key West. This is another moderate resort lobby that went beyond expectations. This outdoor themed lobby that is indoors and is designed to really immerse you into the Port Orleans is truly a spectacle. Besides it being kind of small in space, this is a great lobby, and it's next to the beignet shops, so double win. All ears once said that the Riverside Resort is just a expanded version of the Saratoga Springs lobby, and it's easy to see the comparison. This is not a very impressive resort lobby, but it is clean, it has a nice level of class, and it literally has a window looking out to the Riverside. It just doesn't have enough character to make it more unique, which is really disappointing because I wanted to like this lobby. So this one was interesting. Coronado Springs Resort's lobby was very clean and aesthetically simple, and it was probably going to be around the mid-tier due to not having too much to offer. And I was just going to get my chicken tenders and leave, which I still got my chicken tenders, but then I discovered that this was not the lobby, and that the actual lobby is in the Grand Destino Towers next door, which means I had to go over there to record that lobby, which automatically pushes the grading up because this lobby was significantly better, and it was similar to the Rivera but bigger and more roomier with a bar on the bottom floor, which is what separates it from Riviera. This is a nice lobby, and I'm happy about finding out that this was the real one. I'm just a little confused with the layout, but yeah, that's just me. The Swan is like the Contemporary. It is simple, clean, nice looking. It just doesn't really have much going on besides a fountain, and it is not the most interesting resort lobby I've seen. It's actually bland. It's kind of disappointing because I heard good things about the Swan. It's apparently not the lobby because it's really simple. Oh well. Art of Animation. This lobby has a lot of early sketches from past Disney movies. It is a beautiful rendition of Disney cinema as a whole. It is very colorful, more specifically the check-in counter. For a value resort, I was really impressed with this one. I'm happy with my experience at Art of Animation's lobby, and yeah, good stuff. Alright, so before I get into the all-star resorts, I will say that they're all pretty much identical besides the theming. I have nothing really to say much about it, so here we go. All-star movies is kind of lame and bland, but as a value resort, I didn't expect much. It has movie posters here and there, but that's about it.
By the way, this is like a really cool place to take photos.
All-Star Music Resort Lobby. This lobby is kind of lame and bland, but it's a value resort. I didn't expect much. It has musicians on the wall too, but pretty much that's all that they offer. It is a normal, kind of boring, not so interesting lobby. All-Star Sports Lobby. This lobby is kind of lame and bland, but since I like sports, I am a little biased, and I will probably pick this resort slightly higher than the other two, simply because they have LeBron James and Peyton Manning on the wall. And when I think about those two, I think of basketball and football, two things I thoroughly enjoy and watch on my daily presence. Besides that, it's just like the other resort lobbies, but yeah, it has a slight edge. Polynesian is one of Disney World's first two on-site resorts. and has went through many renovations through the years, specifically the lobby, and maybe for the better because this is one of the lobbies I really like. Many still think the old one was better, and they might have a point there, but I have nothing but nice things to say about this one as well. The smell is still there, nice blending of greenery, everything feels genuinely tropical, and it has a fantastic feeling every time I go in there, like the beginning of a summer vacation. If you haven't checked this one out, go check it out. Good lobby. So right across the Swan, you have the Dolphin, and I already said I didn't really like the Swan, so when I went to the Dolphin, I was like, alright, here we go. And I am completely wrong. This Dolphin lobby is the most underrated Disney lobby on property, and if you visit once, you will understand why. Its center is magnified with a bar and seating, but the layout and design of the entire lobby is just what makes it amazing, and if you get here or check in or even just visit, this will blow your breath away by how much work they put into this beast of a lobby. I liked every part of it. If you haven't checked this one out, go check it out because it is, like I said, very underappreciated. So this is one of the most exciting lobbies because of the gift shops, the huge wall art, the monorail going through the building. Oh wait, unfortunately this area doesn't count. It's not the lobby. The real lobby is down in the bottom. And yeah, it's not super good. It's not bad per se, it's very typical. The roof is short, it's modern, it's not really interesting. This lobby has no character to it. It's not really exciting at all. Unfortunately, I wish it was the big room up there because it would probably be top 5 easily, but since it's not, this contemporary resort lobby is not really that good at all. Wilderness Lodge does not need much explanation. It's one of the most beautiful lobbies on property. It's basically a deep south version of Animal Kingdom Lodge. It is amazing, it's warm, it's Wilderness Lodge. I am moving on because I don't have much else to say about this beautiful resort lobby. It's definitely an S tier. And finally, we got the Boardwalk Disney Resort, which I never even seen or even gone near, so this was a first for me. The Boardwalk Resort lobby is very elegant. It is amazing. I'm glad that this was the first time I saw it. It's like going through the old-timey carnival style mixed in with that Grand Floridian feel. I really like how this one turned out. It has a lot of nice artifacts and memorabilia around, and yeah, you should check this one out. This is a good lobby. Pretty good. Alright, time to rank them. Number 23, Fort Wilderness. Number 22, Key West. Number 21, All-Star Music. Number 20, All-Star Movie. Number 19, All-Star Sports. Number 18, Pop Century. Number 17, Swan. Number 16, Contemporary Resort. Number 15, Saratoga. Number 14, Art of Animation. Number 13, Riverside. Number 12, French Quarter. Number 11, Yacht Club. Number 10, Beach Club. Number 9, Caribbean Beach. Number 8, Rivera. Number 7, Coronado. Number 6, Boardwalk. Number 5, Dolphin. Number 4, Polynesian. Number 3, Grand Floridian. Number 2, Wilderness Lodge. And at number 1, we have Animal Kingdom Lodge as the definitive GOAT lobby of the Disney World list. Thank you for watching this video. If you disagree with my video, comment down below. If you liked my video, still comment down below. And I hope to see you next time. Peace.